You are so excited. You're going to university. You worked so hard for this, and now it's finally time. Ah, the beautiful, wonderful, magical, mystical world of university. Tall buildings and huge libraries, university centers, and cute boys. You wonder what university will be like. You wonder what you're going to be like at university. You imagine 2 a.m. yelps of excitement, living alone, and independence. You're going to go on road trips with your tight group of best friends and be everyone's Instagram hashtag goals. And speaking of a goal, you're going to be on the university sports team and shoot the game-winning shot. You're going to be a star. You can see it. You're going to travel. You're going to make memories. Everything will be in slow motion with nostalgic music playing in the background. But there will come a time where college isn't fulfilling anymore. You're going to want to explore further, deeper. You'll need to find yourself. And in order to do that, you're going to have to pack your bags, book a plane ticket, and go thousands of miles away to a completely foreign country. You're going to interact with the native people there, eat the local food, breathe the air. You'll take a trip to the mountains where you'll start writing nuanced poetry and reading Plato. You'll become a social justice warrior and fight for the human rights of giraffes. In order to feel what they feel, you're going to become one of them. And there, you lead a movement. Okay, reel it back in. Spoiler alert. University is nothing like in the movies. There's a lot of studying, and sometimes there's calculus. There's a lot of writing academic papers, and those academic papers will drive you insane to the point where you can't write anymore and want to burn whatever you've written and scream. In college, you find out that money doesn't actually grow on trees at all, and that you have to get a real actual job. And when you do finally do the quintessential college things, like go to a party, no one really talks to you, and so you come back to your dorm room where your roommate's music is too loud. You try to study for your exam, but turns out you're way too dumb. So instead you go pray and try to strike a deal with God. Turns out that God doesn't respond well to negotiation, and you'll just have to take the class again. Your tummy makes weird sounds during the day because you miss lunch and you have no idea how to cook. You miss home, your mom, your dad, the food that they fed you, so you cry a little. All the studying and crying and missing home makes you sick, so you cry a little more. People start asking you questions like,
Now that you will be graduating, what will you be doing?
and you don't know because you thought you just got here and somehow it's already senior year and things are getting out of hand. There's a lot of crying because life is hard, and all your friends back home are busy, and even your parents don't have time for you. You feel sad and lonely in the dump you call your room that has one light that sometimes works, but most times just blinks weakly. You don't know who you are, what you're doing. All there is to life is darkness, and it's consuming. Your universe is spiraling into itself. Is this what a Dementor's kiss feels like? Yes. You see the world darkening around you. You're sweaty and stinky and have cried into all your clothes, so now you have to do laundry, alone. But you don't even know how to do laundry. So you take your clothes and walk to the washing machine, and life is a mess because there are so many buttons and you don't know which one to press, and just when you're about to give up and scream, there's a light in the darkness, a hand on your shoulder, a friend who explains to you the intricate workings of public laundry services. You do laundry together, fold clothes, you go out to eat ice cream, you click selfies, you both play games and do homework and click more selfies. It's the weirdest thing. It's like a little spark in your life. While walking outside your dorm, you see a firefly, a glowing butt bug, a Jugnu in Hindi. At that point, you realize that in this humongous earth of billions of people, there are billions of lives that people lead. And you're so glad you got to lead this particular one. You feel silly for wanting the cliche college life. This is amazing, and more importantly, this is yours. Truly and completely, and there's nothing else you'd rather have. You are the amalgamation of the more adventurous person you were in New York, the carefree person you were in Kenya, the courageous person you were in Japan. All the things that have defined the person you are today. You decide that you're going to let your light shine through. Jugnu, that's your word. The one that changed who you are, or affected a little part of you in some way. What's your word?